Hey guys, it's Chedic, and in today's video, I'm bringing you another hero review. In today's video, we will be reviewing Stoneheart Farrah. Now, before we get into the hero review, let's talk about whether she's worth it or not. Yes, she worth it. She worth it. I definitely recommend getting her. Now, let's talk about how we get her, and then we'll get into the actual review. So, with today's update, we unlock the No Dancing questline, and once you complete it or get up to the 6th part in the No Dancing questline, you unlock Stoneheart Farrah. An easy way to do this, in my opinion, the easy way to do this, is to go to Stonewood and do a suburbs mission over and over and over again with Thunder Thora. You know how I always do it, you know how it always be. Easiest way to get heroes is Rick and Stonewood. It's just like, if there's no power level requirement, fight the storm in power level 9, just drop your base and go. It's super light. Now let's get into the hero review. So the standard perk of Stoneheart Farrah is Cupid's Arrow. On bow hit, arrow splinter, dealing 20% of damage to 3 nearby targets. And then the commander's perk is the same thing, except the damage is increased and it's 5 nearby targets. The abilities on this hero is she's a ninja, crescent kick, throwing stars, and kunai storm. Now personally, I'm actually a huge fan of this hero because it's a ninja with this insane bow. So essentially you can go around jumping around with your bow and shooting husks and doing massive amount of damage. It gives every single bow in the game AoE damage. That's to the Night Owl, the Vindertech, the Vacuum Tube, the Boom Bow. Even though the Boom Bow is AoE damage, it gets more AoE damage. And the, what was the last one? The Compression Burster. It gives every single one of them AoE damage. Doesn't matter if it's a different element or not, it gives it AoE damage. Now let's talk about some hero loadouts. So I have one specific hero loadout that I go with Stoneheart Farrah, and that is this. Cupid's Arrow plus, you know, Stoneheart Farrah and the Commander, totally rocking out, Hang Time, Plasma Arc, Sure Shot, Battle Beat, and Subwafers. Now, let me explain this hero loadout to you. You Hang Time because if you're running around and you want to just toss out a Kunai Storm, you can get 40% extra damage. Plasma Arc if you're using the Boom Bow, Vindertech Seeker, and maybe the Compression Burster, you can switch out Plasma Arc for sniper rifle damage if you so please, because if you know, not all the bows are energy, so it's definitely good to switch out for sniper rifle damage. Sure Shot because extra crit damage is nice, that's why I run it totally rocking out. Battle Beat and Subwafers to activate totally rocking out. And personally, I think this loadout's pretty good and it's definitely super fun for all things. So let's take this moment to explain how Stoneheart Farrah's perk works. Whenever you hit a husk with the arrow or the AoE of the Boom Bow, it'll take that damage number and take 60% of it, or 20% if you have her in the support, and it will spread that among all the out of the husks that it can hit 5 or 3. So if you hit 1,000,000 damage, which is very possible with many of the bows, that damage will spread and do 600,000 damage on 5 husks. If you do 2,000,000 damage, it'll do 1.4 million on 5 other husks. It's essentially a ton of AoE damage and it's insane. Also, a good thing to know about Stoneheart Farrah's perk is, unfortunately, and really it doesn't matter, it's not energy damage. It is physical damage that Stoneheart Farrah's perk does, so Cyberclops doesn't really work with it. So if you want to change Cyberclops with, you know, the sniper rifle damage that I was talking about, that would be a good idea. And personally, I like the perk. So now let's talk about some ways you can run around with this. I have 3 personal favorites you can do, and I'll call them easy, medium, and hard. So let's start with easy. Same Stoneheart Farrah loadout, they'll all be the same loadout, but it's the type of weapons you'll be running. The easiest way to run Stoneheart Farrah is with the Boom Bow. Who would have thought? Cyberclops is in the loadout Boom Bow. Obviously going to use the Boom Bow. So you can easily run around with Stoneheart Farrah and shoot the Boom Bow as much as you want. And because of the Boom Bow having such a short draw time, it doesn't really matter if you get the full shot or not, because you'll always be activating Battle Beat, you'll always be activating Totally Rocking Out, and you'll always be doing a ton of damage. You're basically a Legolas, but the only downside is it doesn't do a lot of damage to single target husks like a smasher or like an energy smasher or a physical smasher. It's not gonna really contend. It's great for AoE, it's great for AoE. It'll take out everything around you, and that's about it. It's like if you are standing, like, have you ever played around in the spawns of a husk? You can literally stay in the spawn and go insane with Stoneheart Farrah. I keep saying Legolas, but Legolas only killed 1 or 2. He was just really good at aiming. He didn't really have explosive power. So that's the easy way to run this loadout, and it's honestly a very fun way to do it and a very powerful way to do it. So now let's move on to the medium way. The medium way is the Boombo and the Vendor Tech Seeker. Now, why I call this medium is because, well, you're still using the Boombo, but the Vendor Tech Seeker, you have to use it in a special way. Sorry. So the thing is, with the Vendor Tech Seeker, if you charge up the shot, the extra 2 arrows that home in, they do not activate Stoneheart Farrah's perk. The only thing that activates it is the main arrow. And when you fully charge it, the damage splits into 3. So if you're hitting like maybe 2 million, or let's say 1.8 million, then you'll only be hitting 600k, and then that 600k will get the 60% and do less damage. So why it's medium is because you're gonna need to only charge to a certain point before you get to the triple shot, and then you're gonna have to fire that precisely at a flinger or a husk or whatever, and that will do insane AoE damage and insane single target damage. That's why it's medium. And if you ever get in trouble, just switch over to the Boombo and just take out the husks. It's a different way to play it, and it adds extra bows, and it's also very fun. Now, the last and final way to run this is, it's kind of a deficit, but it's also really good. The Vacuum Tube Bow. Now, I only see this being possibly used in nature and water waves. Nature not so powerful, but water waves, very good, very nice, very nice. Now, this is hard because if you want to use this in fire, you'll be facing a damage deficit, but it's still very powerful and very fun. The reason why I call it hard is I can't hit my shots. I'm bad. I'm very bad. Like, if I wanted to throw my phone and hit that wall, I would hit the ceiling, and I would lose my phone. It's only hard because you get the damage deficit if you want to use it on other elements, but if you want, it does do a lot more damage than the Vendor Tech Seeker. It does a lot more damage because you can charge that up, and that will do maximum damage on the water husk. And then, because the Vacuum Tube is so powerful, it does its AoE shot as long as you charge halfway. And then with Stoneheart Farrah, you do more AoE. It's AoE galore. The Vacuum Tube is literally Stoneheart Farrah on a bow. It's insane. You really have to. If you guys missed out on the Vacuum Tube, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear it. But that is the third and final way I would run Stoneheart Farrah. So yeah, let's move on to the tier list now and put this girl on that. Alright, I got Stoneheart Farrah. Let's put that girl in the tier list. Now, after so much fun I've had with her, I really wanted to put her in Ultra. But while I was playing with her and I was talking to the stream about where we should put her, someone made a really good comment. Although she is powerful and damn right almighty and godly and looks amazing and is awesomely aesthetically pleasing and is one of the strongest ninjas we got in a really long time, well, she's only good for bows. And of course, Pally Luna is weapon specific, and most of these heroes are kind of weapon specific. This hero is bow weapon specific, and as much as I really want to put her in Ultra tier, because all the bows are bow specific, like she's only a bow specific hero, and heroes that are in Ultra tier shouldn't usually be weapon specific. Like Pally Luna is weapon specific, but that's not like bow specific. She's melee specific. She makes every melee weapon good. Stoneheart only makes bows good, and she makes them really good. So personally, I would love to put her in Ultra, but she's definitely not Ultra. She is S tier, and she is a great fit for S tier. She's one of the strongest bow heroes out there. Please do not get angry at me in the comments. Oh, and if you have gotten this far, I'm starting to do this a lot more because I like to heart those comments. If you have gotten this far, please say in the chat, in the comments below, Stoneheart, more like Fogart. I'm so awkward. I can't think of things on the spot. Please don't say that. Just say heart in the comments. If you say heart in the comments. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and maybe probably use my creator code in the shop. I finally got paid from that thing after God knows how long, and I paid some bills. It was very good, very good, very good. Hashtag ad. And let me know what you guys would like to see next, because tomorrow we have the new hero dropping and the new weapon dropping. And then after that, I have to redo all the traps and show you guys what's the best traps, and I have to show you all the bows again. Gotta show you a new tier list, because all the videos I made before, redundant, useless. We need a whole new bow video, not multiple of them, one new bow video, which I will definitely be doing. And yeah, again, thank you guys for watching. Love ya, toodles, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.